What's up, Middle? What's up, Mac? Mac, all dressed in black. All dressed in black. What's up, Vic? What's up, Vic? Change of plans. Change of plans. I think that media blaster about killed my little DJ, my little handheld here. It's got so much grit in it. That was probably not a good idea, using my little handheld around that media blaster. It's got grit all in it. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I bet so. Man. You know what? That's something I've never used, Metal. Mac, that's something I've never used is when them pneumatic sanding boards that you use. I've never used one of those. I mean, let me take that back. I've used it just a little bit, but I don't use those. Yeah, I think I blowed out this thing, but I think I don't know. I probably killed it. And man, I should have known better, but I was trying to get y'all some content. I killed it. All right, so I know we was going to do I know I said we was going to do the Camaro this morning, and I go down there and I get the Camaro jacked up, and I get it where it needs to go. I go in the trunk to get the spanner wrench for the coilovers, and there's no wrench. There is no wrench in the car. So I look everywhere. I look in the trunk. I mean, the car's clean, so it ain't like it's hid. So I looked in the glove box, and I looked in the trunk of the car. I looked all in the car, and I called the client and I said, "Hey man, I was going to adjust these coilovers this morning, and there's no wrench in the car." And he's like, his response was, "What do you mean there's no wrench?" I said, "There is no wrench in the car. I've looked everywhere. Glove box, console, trunk, underneath the floor mats, underneath the seat. I've looked everywhere." He said, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Yeah." So he thinks that the other shop that had the car might have left it out. I don't know. He said he'd get back with me later today. So change of directions. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do what we was going to do later today. So we just switched up. So we're going to let everybody get in here just a little bit. I already got everything set up. I got the welder right here. I got all the carpet out of the car already. I didn't want to bore y'all with that. I got my weld-through primer on. I got my weld-through primer on the warmer, warming up my weld-through primer. And I got my safety glasses, my hearing protection. I got the sander. I got all that stuff in here. So, yeah, if not, he's gonna have to order one. And then we'll go from there. So I already got my ground on. So we're gonna get in here. We're gonna give it just a few minutes, let some people get in here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take those screws out, take that panel off, take the sanding pad, clean up. I'm gonna take the Sharpie and mark all the holes, and then we're gonna go around and we're gonna clean up the edge. I appreciate that, A&J. So we're going to take the screws out. I know you're supposed to use Klinkos. I don't have no Klinkos. They're $1.25 a piece. I'm going to get some ordered from Mittler Brothers. They're $1.25 for 1/8-inch Klinkos. So I'm going to get some Klinkos ordered. But I got a bunch of those screws. There's little self-tapping screws there. So what we're going to do this morning, we're going to let a few people come in, get caught up. So last night we took the air saw, we cut out the air saw. We took the air saw last night, and Yeah, we took this right here last night. Little recap from last night. We took the air saw last night and we cut the old panel out. Yeah, I've used panel bond, and you know what, Mac? I would have used panel bond on this. I would have. If I had some panel bond, I would have panel bond the crap out of this right here. I'd have put the screws in there. I would have got the weld-through panel bond, and I would have just panel bond that son of a gun up there and squeezed it, and then been good to go, and then went back and just filled in the holes and been done with it. Um, But I didn't have no panel bond, and the nearest place that has any panel bond is an hour away, one way. So I'll just have to order some to keep some in stock. I thought I had some. I didn't have some. I got a shitload of 2K seam sealer, but I didn't have no panel bond. So yeah, I've used panel bond before, and a lot of people frown upon panel bond. But we did a test at the college on panel bond. We took 2 pieces of 18 gauge metal. We made like the letter T, made a lifting eye on it, and we prepped it and we panel bonded it together. And then we hooked a chain on one and a chain on another one, put a blanket over it, and then put the frame machine on it and pulled it apart. And man, I cannot remember. It was crazy. It was like 16, 17 tons. And it didn't rip the panel bond, it ripped the metal. I don't know what it is here. I hadn't bought none in a while. Yeah, most people don't prep it right because, see, the thing about panel bond is when you put the panel bond together and squeeze it, it's never squeezed tight because it has, I don't want to say it's glass, but it has some type of material in it that keeps it from being squeezed completely flat. So it has that little bit of void in there, just a little bit of void. So it has that mechanical bite. It has a mechanical and a chemical bite. So what's up, Roger? Hey, look. Yeah, you're right, Steve. Amazon does have panel bond. I can get it in a couple of days, but I need it right now. And I don't use it every day, so I didn't realize that I was out. So welding will be fine. Welding will be fine. Welding will be fine. Hey, Madison Township, Ohio. Hey, Mac's from Ohio. Hey, Jay Helms. Mac Metal Art Customs. He's from Ohio. Hold on a second. How do I miss? Hold on. Let me turn on all comments. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, come get them lots up. The 47 man, he's doing it. What's up, Tulu? We got somebody else from Ohio, Toledo. Hey, Klinger from MASH was from Toledo. All right, boys and girls, we're almost at the 10-minute mark. So I'm gonna go ahead and climb on over here. And hey, I appreciate that, A&J. A&J, I appreciate that. Norfolk, Virginia. Well, I appreciate that. Man, that's like some motivation right there, man. I really appreciate that. So this is a 63 Impala. We're shaving the firewall. We took the factory heater box out. He's gonna put vintage air in here. So this is not a show car. It's like Build on a Budget said today. Well, it's a couple day old video. I watched Build on a Budget this morning when I was getting ready, and he said, "You do the best you can do with what you can do, what you have to do with it." So basically, he's saying, do the best you can with the budget that you've given. So this is a client's vehicle. He just wants a good driver, make it safe, make it look nice. It's not a SEMA build. Trying to do the best thing we can do. When I say me, I'm by myself, solo. 98% of the time I'm by myself. You just have to do you know, it's not a SEMA build. It's not that kind of party. Some people just want to do like 84 cut. He says, just want to ride, didn't even fill it up. Just want to put some gas in it and just ride. So I told this client that let's get it safe. Let's get it safe to drive. New engine, new transmission, new wiring, paint the firewall, air conditioning, make it nice to drive. You know, make it safe and nice. And then we worry about the rest of it on the outside. And that's where we're at on that. So that's where we're at right now. So boys and girls, we're on the goal. Let me go ahead and get this camera turned around for you boys. Oh yeah, I got my lights up. I built this light bar. So these are Walmart lights, and this top right here is adjustable. These are Walmart lights. I wired it up with an old broken drop cord, and then I put a receptacle down there at the bottom, and then I plugged this up. This is plugged up right there, and then this right here, so that I can take this and I can pull this down or up, and then there's another light down there at the bottom. So there's 3 lights, because you can never have enough light. Never have enough light. So let me turn this camera around. Yeah, so this is a 63. This is a 63. That's a 68 Le Mans. So enough of that, boys and girls. Let me turn this camera around, and y'all just hang tight. You know, hang tight. Y'all just hang tight. I'm gonna get y'all in here right here. All right, let me get my stuff, and I'll climb over. Let me get my stuff, and I'll climb over. We'll get busy. We'll get busy, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get my stuff. Climb over. Climb over. And we're gonna get this thing done. We're gonna get it done. Oh! You get line up your pole, honey. You get line up your pole, baby. You get line up your pole. We'll go down and call that hole, baby. You might. Woo! Yes, sir. I tell you what, boys and girls, it's a little nipply this morning. Nipply. Woo. I'm gonna try to keep y'all motivated this morning. Try to keep y'all motivated. I need to get me one of them. I tell you what, whoever said that panel bonds on Amazon, I tell you what I'll do. It's like getting in on a billy goat. I tell you what we'll do. I'm trying to. Is that good right there? Can y'all see that? Hey, if y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if y'all can't see. If y'all need me to change the angle. I mean, that's the whole reason why I go live, to let y'all see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all can't see. If y'all can't see, then I need to adjust the camera. You know what I'm saying? So. I mean, if y'all good. All right, well, cool. I appreciate it. If at any time, if you need me to change up or change the camera angle, y'all drop it down in the comments, and then I'll take care of it, and I'll move it, because that's the whole thing for you to be able to see what's going on. You know, the whole thing. You know. Now, I didn't put the screws in the holes, right? The holes that I pre-drilled, I didn't put those in there because I didn't want a hole in a hole. You know what I'm saying? And so we're gonna take this panel off. gonna take this pan off and we're gonna prep the back side of we're gonna prep this a little better than we did yesterday. 63 Impala. 63 Impala. So we're gonna clean this up in here. I tell you what, man, a damn drop cord. You can take a drop cord and a water hose and stretch that thing out. You can take a drop cord and a water hose and stretch that thing out in a daggone football field with nothing on the ground, nothing, not one thing on the ground. Start dragging that thing across the ground, and a damn drop cord or a water hose will get hung on something before you get to point A for point B. That's a fact. That's a fact. It's the damnedest thing I've ever seen in my life. All right, so also I'm gonna try to throw the sparks outward. Okay, I got the carpet pulled back, but I still want to be mindful of throwing sparks. If I throw sparks, then I want to be on I want to be mindful. I want to be mindful of throwing sparks inward because I don't want to catch nothing on fire. I got a carpet pulled back, but I don't have, the seats and stuff are still in there. So I don't want to throw nothing inward. I want to pull it outward. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to try to clean this up a little bit. I'm using this 40 grit sanding pad right here. So that's that. And then we'll go from there. What's up, Perch? I'll catch up on the comments here in a second. All right, so that's what we're looking like there, right there. So let me go get my weld-through primer, and I'll be right back. So y'all hang tight. Hang tight. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. Won't be back by maybe less than 30 seconds. I'll be back. All right, I'm back. I told you it wouldn't be long. Oh. All right, boys and girls. Y'all still good? Y'all hit that subscribe button, boys and girls. Hit that notification bell. Drop it down there in the comment. Let me know what you think. Come over here and live with me for a second. Come live with me. I had this on the, so I got a body filler warmer plate. So it's like a warming blanket for body filler, clear, hardener. Matter of fact, you can use it for anything. It's called a body filler clear coat warmer. Actually, a subscriber sent it to me. Last year, I believe. So basically, what you do is you plug it up, and it gets about, I think it gets about 75. It gets into between 70 and 80 degrees. So you can take it and plug it up and set your body filler on it. Like right now, it's cooling off. So it's 58 degrees out here right now, right? So you can take and put your body filler on it, or your clear coat, or your hardener, whatever that you want to get up to room temperature, you know, get up to 70 degrees. And then you can go from there. So I took this can, and this stuff is thick, boy. This stuff is thick. Thick. If you like them thick, this is thick. Y'all hear how thick that is? So I put this on the plate warmer about an hour ago. And an hour ago, you couldn't even get this thing to doggone. Do you get 327 with dual? No, this car's getting a Blueprint 350, 370 horse, 400 foot-pounds of torque. I think that's what it is. Sniper 2 fuel injection. Oh, girl, thick, boy. All right. So this is a cold galvanized compound, and somebody's probably gonna say, "Oh, you can't weld galvanized. You get galvanized poison." Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're exactly right. No, it's Holly. Did you know, Louise, did you know Holly makes, come on over. You know Holly owns MSD, right? No, it's not the Atomic. The MSD version is the Atomic 2. This is Sniper 2, which is Holly's brand, or which is Holly's version. MSD version is called Atomic 2. So, yeah. Yeah, Holly owns a lot, man. See, I just lightly dusted that. I just lightly dusted it. And I dusted this too. You just can't see it. I lightly dusted that too. Cars in here? Actually, Nathan, I couldn't. They didn't have no, Nathan, they didn't have no, what's up, cars? They didn't have no copper. They didn't have no copper, so, the welding store, Aerogas, said I could use that. So we about to find out whether we can use it or not. So we're gonna find out together. We're gonna find out together. We're gonna find out together. Yeah, I went the other week when I went to go get some welding wire. When I went to go get some welding wire, I said, "Man, y'all got any weld-through primer?" And he said, "Yeah, it's over there on that shelf." And I said, "I don't see it." And he said, "Yeah, it's over there." I said, "No, I'm looking for the copper base." And he said, "No, we're out of that right now, but that galvanizer work." And I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, that's a new one on me." He's like, "Yeah." He said, "Yeah, that'll work." He said, "Just lightly put it on there." He said, "You know, don't hammer it on there." You know what I'm saying? Don't hammer it on there. And I said, "Okay, man." So we're gonna learn it. We're gonna try it together. If it don't work, we'll both know. So we'll both know together. We will both know together. So, like I said, we will know together. Yeah, I just dusted it. Yeah, I just dusted it. Because I'm going to come back and seam seal around this. And I mean, if you pull this panel and this panel apart, there's rust in between it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing rust free. There's not a there's not a vehicle on the planet that's not rust free. Even even the aluminum cars are they got oxidation on them. I mean, they're not even, well, aluminum don't rust, it oxidizes and then deteriorates. So let me get my little body hammer. So when I put a little plug weld right there, so when I put a little plug weld, I can tap it. I can give it a little tappy tap tap tap. So y'all hang tight. It won't take just a second. Let me grab my hammer. Y'all just hold on 1 second. Don't go nowhere now. Y'all stick around, you hear? Yes, sir. Oh! You get a line, I'll get a pole, honey. I better stop saying that or I'm going to get copyrighted. You get a line, I'll get a pole, babe. Ooh, I about knocked y'all down. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to stay on point. All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Let me give you a little service announcement. You do not have to worry about the welding sparks. The welding light is not going to bother you because the camera will filter it. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little test run first before I start. Make sure everything's good and copacetic. So y'all hang tight. I can live with that. I can live with that. Y'all want to see it? I can live with that right there. I can live with that. Can y'all live with that right there? I can live with it. I can live with it. I might turn my wire speed up just a little bit. I might bump my wire speed up just a tad. Might turn my wire speed up just a touch. That's what she said. She said, can you turn it up just a touch, Jay? She said, can you give me just a little bit more? She said, can you give me just a little bit more? I said, yeah, baby, I can give you a little bit more. All right, we're going to jump around. We're going to do like crisscross. We're going to jump around. Let me get my hammer. Let me get my hammer ready. We're going to come over here and we're going to jump on this one. Had a booger jump off on it. I don't know what happened. Let's go over here. Oh, I don't like that one. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like that one. All right now. What in the world? Look, we was doing so good. We were doing so good. So good. So good. Let's try it again, boys and girls. If that's the way it's going to be, we're going to take it back off. We're going to grind all that galvanized off because I ain't going to be handling all that. I ain't going to be fighting it. Oh, you son of a gun. You're about to make me cuss on TV. You better act right. I'll fix it. I'm already strike. If you get, well, I can't take it off. I already got 3 damn spot welds. Ah! All I know is you better act right. You better act right. You better act right. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the galvanized. Oh, I don't like doing rosettes like that. I like make them like I'm making ice cream. Just fill them all the way. I like to fill it up. I don't like for it to be a little void. I like to fill it up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That done a whole lot better. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that spray. I'm not a fan of that spray. Not a fan of my spray. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that spray. Some of them did really, really good, and some of them didn't do really, really good. Uh, um, what's going on here? Hold on a second. Let me see what's going on. Lacking weldings. I use a 105 mix. I use a I use a 105 mix. I use a 105 mix. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that weld-through primer. Um, yeah, that's I'm gonna go on and tell you that right now. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. So do I recommend it? Nope. Had to get some glasses, boys and girls. Had to get some safety glasses. Had to get some safety glasses. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that weld-through primer. So, air gas, the guy at Air Gas that told me to use that galvanized stuff, you're wrong, buddy. I'll be right back. Gotta get something in. Damn, that boy thick. He stepped in there and the whole damn world shook. All right, let's recap. Now let's recap a little bit. Let me go through here and let me get caught up on the comments, so y'all hang tight. Hey, Warzone, you talking about this one right here? I got one, baby. I got one, baby. I got one, baby. All right, now let me give my review. Where's it at, bossy? What's it at? Somebody tell me where? Let me tell you. Let me give my review To the, I'm not gonna call his name out, but to the guy at Aerogas that told me they were out of copper weld-through primer, and he told me that cold galvanized compound would work, zinc enriched coating, right? And that's the whole thing, is the zinc. So he says it's zinc enriched. Well, I'm gonna go and tell you right now, it's not good for weld-through primer. This is not good for weld-through primer. The welding guy at Aerogas was wrong, and the reason why, you've seen where it struggled. Now, this is not structural. This is just cosmetic. So, well, let me take that back. It is structural because it's the engine bay, it's the firewall. But this right here is this is 18 gauge. So I got, some of them did really, really good. Some of them did really, really good, and some of them didn't do so good. Now, some of them are a little porous, or porosity, ever how you want to say it. So what I'll do is I'll come back through here, and I gotta weld these holes here. And for the guy that said, I can't believe you're using tech screws, well, go to my profile, and then go to Mittler Brothers, and order me about $100 worth of Klinkos. They're $1.25 a piece. I got some ordered, but I got a whole 5-gallon bucket full of these. So these are a little bit bigger than 1/8 inch. So either way, I still have to drill an 1/8 inch hole to hold the Klinko. So I really don't understand what the taboo is of using self-tapping screws versus a Klinko. Now, if I was going to use this screw over and over and over and over and over and over again in that hole, it's going to waller it out. It's going to waller it out, right? And then the hole would just be wallered out, you know. But I only used it like one time last night and then one time today. So maybe 3 times tops I used this tech screw in that hole, right? So with a Klinko, you still have to drill an 1/8 inch hole and then put the Klinko in the hole. The only difference is a Klinko is just going in the hole slick and not re-drilling into the hole, right? So they have their purposes, and it held its purpose. Now, if I use Klinkos, I still got to come back and weld the hole up, right? So, and then somebody's going to say, well, you got 2 holes. Well, you know, yeah, 2 holes. So now I just weld this hole up, and then I clean it up and be good from there. So now, for everybody else, this right here is factory seam sealer. So this panel and this panel are seam sealed together, and then they spot welded, right? So once all this is done, I'll come around with some 2K. Let me come around here. I'll come around here with some 2K seam sealer, and I'll seam seal around this whole perimeter just like this, and then everything will be good to go and half as dusty. So y'all know I like to keep my lives about 60 minutes. We're at 71 a minute mark. I think that's good to go. I'm gonna go in here and check and make sure, do a fire watch, make sure ain't nothing smoldering on the inside. And then probably what I'll do is I'll probably come back. It's 10:30 now. I'll come back in a little bit and weld all these holes up and clean this up, and then this panel will be good to go. And then by that time, maybe the guy that owns the 71 Camaro has brought me the spanner wrenches to adjust the coilovers on the 71 Camaro. So we'll go from there. So, and I appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, TJ, here's the rules, man. Here's the rules. So if you're welding and you're done, you're supposed to wait at least 30 minutes before you shut up shop. At least 30 minutes. What's up, Ray? At least 30 minutes. you need to wait at least 30 minutes to check to make sure there's nothing smoldering, nothing hot. Go around and touch everything with your hand. Make sure there ain't nothing residual because, man, I'm telling you, man, you don't want to walk away and turn around and look and the daggone car be on fire in your shop or in your garage or in your driveway. Because them little welding balls, man, they are something else. They are something else. So yeah, you want to maintain a fire watch. You know, what's up, Ray? What's up, Ray? So yeah, you want to do that. Like I said, I think that's going to look good in there. Once I seam seal around this, it'll kind of have the factory look to it. And then whenever he orders the, oh yeah, metal. Oh yeah, Mac. They can, yeah, for days, man, for days. So whenever he orders the vintage air kit for this car, then we'll know where to put the holes, and then we'll take the holes and go from there. Hey, let me ask the question. Metal Arts probably got one. Hey, Metal, Mac, do you have that hydraulic hole punch from Harbor Freight? You know which one I'm talking about? You know, you gotta drill like I think you gotta drill like a 3/4 hole, maybe. I think you gotta drill like a 3/4 hole, and then you put the cutter on one side and the cutter on the other side, and then you run the bolt through it and you tighten it up, and then it's got the little hydraulic ram where you pump and pump and pump and pump and pump. They junk. Okay, all right. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was saying, Ray. At least 30 minutes. An hour's better. I got 3 of them. They don't have the power they need. Okay. Well, that's where I was at on that, because when the vintage air comes, it's gonna have a template where you put up here and you cut the holes, right? Now, I have some rotor broaches from Drill Hog that I can drill the hole, right? And do a rotor broach hole and cut in there. I also thought, I seen those advertised, and I don't know. I thought about getting one. You know what I mean? So, but if they're junk, I guess we just have to go from there. I guess. So, y'all hear the choo-choo train? Choo-choo train's about 5 miles away. Y'all hear the train? About 5 miles away. Okay, I'll check that. But I think this is gonna look good. Once it's all done and seam sealed, and maybe some minor body work, maybe a light skim around this to kind of smooth this out just a little bit. I mean, the firewall's not smooth anyway. I mean, look, it's got, like right here, look, it's got dents and dings right here, and I mean, but if I come around here and just kind of smooth this up a little bit, I think that'll be all right. What's up, Grease Spot? But I think that's going to turn out good. That looks really, really good right there. I appreciate everybody tapping in. I really do. What's up, Carolina? What's up? We put a kit on my car and actually turned out pretty nice. Down trimmed it. Yeah, we made this last night. Live. We made this last night. Well, I say we. Hey, look here. Let me clarify something. When I say we, I mean me and you. We make we. So when I say we made this last night, we made this. They ain't nobody here. Hey! Yeah! Ricola! There ain't nobody here. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't recognize. Yeah, I don't recognize. Recognize. I don't recommend this. The guy at Airgas said use this because they was out of that was out of copper. Do not use this. Do not use this. This is not good for weld-through primer. This is not. So when I go back, I'm gonna tell him that he got his information wrong. He, even though it's zinc resist, even though it's zinc rich, y'all seen it. Y'all seen it. It was spitting and sputtering. Hey, it was it was spitting and sputtering like Elco's carburetor. Yeah, that's not good, lacking weldings. That's not good. 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 You know, y'all know I'm giving Elco a hard time. Y'all know I'm giving Elco a hard time. It's like that daggone. So, yeah. Oh, no. Elco's fine. Elco's fine. I just messing with him. So this 63 Impala. 63 Impala and then 68 Le Mans. And then we got an 84 Cutlass. Got an 84 Cutlass. Then we got a 86 square body, all bodied out. Yeah, copper is best. Yeah, copper is best. Copper is best. Yeah, I'm not gonna disagree with you on that. Oh yeah. Look, and you know what? I blame myself. Lacking weldings. I know better, but I'm like, you sure about that? And oh yeah, man, it works good. Zinc enriched. So maybe I don't know. Small water charters. What's up, my guy? Hey, man, you never emailed me, man. Small water charters. You never emailed me. If you did, I didn't get it. Email me again. How long do you think it take? Oh, I don't know. How long does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? How long does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I give y'all like 5 more minutes, I guess. Oh, just a reminder. Just a reminder. No politics, no religion in the chat. If you want to talk religion or politics, we can talk about it in private. On this channel, we just talk about car stuff, garden stuff. The guys on here that's in blue and green, they might pick with each other. You know, they might throw a little shade at each other. You know, just family, fellowship, camaraderie. You know, nothing major. If you see them guys in blue and green with the wrenches, you know, if you see them back and forth, they're not arguing, they're not fighting. That's just what they do. And because they family. So don't get it twisted. You know, if you see the ones in green and blue, the ones in blue are moderators. The one in greens are members to the channel, and I'm very thankful for that. I really am. I'm thankful for every single body on here. So the ones that are new to the channel or coming into the channel or watching this after the fact, you can't see the comments, but you can see the live comments. If you hear anything like that, them guys are just like me picking with Elco. He's the carburetor guy. You know, y'all call him Elco. Y'all say Pat. I say Elco. You know. Well, the thing about it is Airgas bought out all the welding shops around here, so everybody's Airgas now. It didn't used to be Airgas. It used to be machine and welding, and then Airgas bought them all out. Yeah, hey, lacking weldings. Hey, that's exactly, hey, look here, baby. That's exactly what we are over here, man. Cars, trucks, bikes, cigars, fishing, hunting mostly, cooking, just all that stuff, having a good time, gardening, canning. A lot of these guys love their Blackstone griddles. Y'all just wait till y'all see what I'm working on in the backstage. I ain't gonna show you until I'm done with it. And we even got a special section for the Ford section, apparently. Nathan Price said there's a section just for Fords. So, yeah, bush hogging, weed eating, plumbing, electrical. I did plumbing the other day on my water stove. I did electrical the other day in the paint booth. I did electrical in the other shop. I didn't even video that. I wired up a 110 receptacle in the other shop, in the other building. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. But no religion and no politics. Y'all want to talk about the weather? That's cool, but politics and religion, this ain't the place. And the words of Build on a Budget, it ain't that type of party. You know, it ain't that type of party. What's up, Impala J? What's that mean, Impala J? Impala J, what's the Google eyes for? Impala J. Weather is border. Oh, yeah. Carolina Big works at a place. Carolina Big works at a place that the weather's not good, especially a lot of rain. If he gets a lot of rain, there's sirens going on, everything. There's sirens. There's sirens going on. We're TJ, I'm not getting into it. I'm not getting into that. Hey, there's no Fords here. I don't have a Ford on the property. Everything's GM, literally. Well, let me take that back. I got a Toyota. I got one little, and a Nissan. So I take that back. I got a Nissan or a Nissan. I got a Nissan and a Toyota. That's the only two. Everything else is Chevrolet. It's Chevrolet. GM products. Oh yeah. Oh, you got me. You got me, Metal. You got me. You got me. Yeah, the bread truck is, but yeah, the bread truck's Ford. The bread, bam, got him. No politics, no religion. No politics or religion. Yep. Yeah, I forgot about that, Mac. I appreciate that. But everything else, so we got one Ford, one Nissan, and one Toyota. That's it. The rest is all Chevrolet products. The wagon is a Chevrolet. It's a Pontiac. The square body's a Chevrolet. The Cutlass is a Chevrolet, is an Oldsmobile, which is GM, whatever you want to call it. You got the Impala. You got the Pontiac. You got the 68 C10. You got the 54 Bel Air. You got the C20 van, and then you got the 78 C10 pickup truck. Blackstone is junk. The box truck don't count. It's been modified. Yeah, it's been modified. Well, it's been modified. It's been modified. So, boys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you. I really do. I really appreciate every single body in here. Everybody has their part. Everybody, I appreciate every single one of you. It's 11 o'clock here on the East Coast. Sometime today, I got to call that company with that table in there and see if I can get a hold of somebody. But I'm liking what that's looking like right there. I'm liking that. I'm liking that right there. So what I'm gonna do is man, I gotta do some serious housekeeping. I can't stand it, man. I need to get a dumpster. I just need to call BFI and tell them bring me like a 4-yard dumpster so I can just start throwing shit away. So I appreciate every single one of you. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. If the client brings me the spanner wrench for the coilovers, we'll do the coilovers. If you don't bring me the coilovers, I'll come back live and then we'll finish up this right here. All right, grease spot. Sorry about that. Yeah, grease spot. Yeah. Yes, sir. Consider it done. Boys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you. We on the road to 7,000. We're like 300 away from 3,000. We're like 300 away from 7,000 subscribers. And when I say we, I mean you and me. We make we, right? We make we. Like Cars in the Cut says, there is no I in team, baby. And we are a team. We are the team. When I say we, I mean me and you. We are a team. We are a team. You know, we are a team. I appreciate every single one of you boys and girls been on here 88 minutes. Y'all know I like to keep my lives at 60. So, boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Y'all have a great day. Just stay tuned, stay cocked, locked, and ready to rock, and keep your notification bell on. And if you can join me, I appreciate you. And I know everybody's got their lives and got business, and 99% of everybody that's on here has got their own jobs or they're entrepreneurs. And everybody that's entrepreneurs, I understand your pain and your frustration and your stress and your love. Boys and girls, y'all have a great day. Remember what I said, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drive.